It is another session of the Coaching Corner. And this week I think we're going to spend our time, in fact I know we are because I'm in charge. It's nice to have you along this week. We're going to talk about on-set protocol and behavior. We've talked about this before, and I'd like to get into it a little bit more with you today. I have a new film that's in pre-production right now. It's called Fatal Crossroads. You can go to Indiegogo and check it out. I am shameless. But as I put this film together, my experiences of the last production I did, which for the most part went really well, I've learned a lot of things as a director. What to do, what not to do, and mainly who to cast, who not to cast. Most professional people in this business don't want to work with losers. They don't want to work with troublemakers. They don't want to be around people who are a pain in the ass. Okay, the first thing I want to go over with you, and I talked to you before, supposing you're cast in something, all right? You go in for an audition, they call you later in the afternoon, if it's television, next morning, if it's film, maybe a couple of days after that, I don't know. It depends on the production company, the casting office. And you get cast for the part. They will offer you the role. They're not going to call you and say, guess what? You got the part. They're not going to do that. They're going to say, we'd like to offer you the part of Janet on Grey's Anatomy or whatever the case may be. And you can either accept or you can turn it down. Of course, you're going to accept, right? No matter what it is, even if it's one line, one word, you take that. Because sometimes, guys, I don't know if you know this or not, one line can be a co-starring role. I'm an expert at those, one-line co-starring roles. So anyway, the casting director, they call you, they make you the offer. The next person you're likely to hear from is wardrobe. And they're going to have you come up to the studio so they can fit you. You know, and you go in, and there's always a guy named Bruce who does my inner thighs. And I try to just call. I've done this a lot of times, to give them my sizes over the phone and tell them what it is, and I've gotten away with doing that. But most of the time, they want you to go up to the studio. Now what's going to happen is, the day before you are to show up and do your role, they're going to post whatever it is that's for the next day. They're posted on the boards. One side is the crew, whoever is functioning in the crew, the DP, first AC, first AD, second AD, and all those people, gaffers, gophers, in-betweens. And then the next page is the cast and what scenes are going to be done. You're not going to get a call time until that's posted on the board. Sometimes that happens 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And you're going to begin to panic. But you're supposed to hear from the first or second AD, and I'll tell you what sets in. They forgot about you. And then, well, I'll call the casting office. Don't do that. Once you are offered the part, you're through with casting. It's done. It's over. They have nothing to do with you. Right? It moves on. The whole process moves on. It's a bit frustrating, but they'll call you when they've wrapped for the previous day and not before. Because they're not even sure sometimes what scenes are going to go for the following day. It depends on what they were able to shoot the day before that you're supposed to arrive. So now you get the call from the first AD or the second AD, and they say, all right, I got a call time for you. Tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., Universal Studios gate, whatever. Ladies, when you go, do not have any makeup on, and don't do your hair. Don't do eyes, don't do anything. Yeah, I know you think, oh my God, I don't like to leave the house that way. Well, they don't. Listen, it puts the makeup department in the position of having to undo your makeup. They'll wash your hair. They're going to do your makeup. They take care of you, okay? But they don't want it to cost them money. If you're doing background work, you wear your makeup. And you dress for whatever they've already told you to dress for. But those are background people. Those are extras. Guys, when I'm at it, they'll do your hair. They'll cut your hair. So that takes care of all the aspects of the getting you on the studio lot. You'll have either a dressing room or a trailer, and a lot of times your name will be on the door. That's a trip. You walk by several times looking at your name. Take a picture of it. A selfie at the door. In your dressing room will be your contract. Wardrobe will bring over whatever it is you're going to wear for your scene. Second AD will come over, knock on your door, and tell you it's time to go to makeup. You walk on the set, the first team, that's you, because the second team's already been in. They've done the stand-in work so they can set the lighting and the camera. Their second team, usually extras, and then they call for the first team. That's you. You walk in. We don't stand under hot lights while they mark the floor and move the cameras around. We're first team. We're first team. We're on the first team. When you're on a working set, don't trade phone numbers and pick up other actors. The best way to handle this business, be on time, know your dialogue, and then go home. It's a business. Show business. It's a business. And if you don't treat it like that, guess what? Nobody's going to want to hire you. One of the first jobs I ever had was a show called Archie Bunker's Place with a legendary icon by the name of Carroll O'Connor. And I had a scene with him at the bar. I knew enough not to go around the set asking for autographs, but I was working with him and a nice scene at the bar, and it's like a line or two, I don't know what it was. And I remember leaving and thinking to myself, they didn't even know I was there. 2 weeks later, I get a call and they want me back again. And I remember asking the stage manager at the time, because we were over at CBS, I said, I was kind of surprised. I got called back in 2 weeks. He goes, well, Carroll really liked you. Really? I didn't think he even knew I existed. But that's how this business works, because I was not a pain in the ass. You know, be smart. Make smart decisions. Do the things you're supposed to do, namely be on time, know your dialogue, and then go home. Hey, you know, I'm looking out for you now. So there you go. Coaching Corner on VCN. I'm RJ Adams. Hey, and you know what? You're still you.